Yo, what it do, Datpart Football Club family? It's Coach Stokes
Coach Shines.
checking in right now with our season review recap. You
Yes,
dig?
sir.
We got a couple teams to talk about. We got some things to say to wrap up the whole season and things that we seen and things that we like and things that we want with our squads. You feel me? So, with that being said, it's a couple of things that we got to talk about. You dig? First things first, we want to talk about the most underrated team that we think.
Mm.
Now, we may have the same underrated team, but we may have different ones. You feel
Yup,
me?
yup,
So,
yup.
with Coach Shines, which team do you think out of all the teams and all the games we watched that was probably underrated?
I want to say, I think Perry was the underrated team on my pick, Coach Stokes. Honestly, you really know from Perry's basketball team, they really got the Perry school on the map. Me personally, I didn't know anything about their football team, if they were good, if they were a solid program, if they've been to the playoffs, anything like that. But seeing their game, it really surprised me because they was well coached. It was a great program, and they executed well.
Yeah. So my pick a little different. Simply because I kind of knew about Perry a little bit, but my pick for the most underrated team was Horizon.
Horizon was team.
Yeah, and
Horizon was
the
team.
reason why is because like I liked Horizon, like I liked the school in general. I don't know why I like Horizon, but I liked them, and I was excited to see him because we went to go watch him play Higley.
Hmm.
But when we went to go watch him, I'm not gonna lie, I thought Higley was finna come with it because they won the state championship last year. But when I was watching the game, they wasn't really playing like that, and Horizon was just like technically sound.
Yep.
Like it wasn't nothing crazy special. It wasn't nothing that was like that popped out at you every time, but they was just technically sound as a squad. Like I think that was probably the most underrated team that I seen this whole season.
I'll take that. I'll take
You
that.
know what I'm
Yeah, I'll
saying?
take
Like
that.
it was a cool game. We didn't get the footage simply because some things happened with the storage and the memory and all that.
Yep.
But watching the game, to us, it was kind of slow motion. It felt like it was forever, but they was putting a smacking on Higley. So
Definitely
that was my
was.
most underrated team.
What we got next, Coach Stokes?
Next up we got the most overrated team.
Mm,
Overrated.
mm.
I'll go first on this one
Go
because I
ahead. Go
already
ahead. Go
know.
ahead.
My most overrated team was Chandler. I
You
thought
think
they was
so?
over. I thought they was
You think
overrated.
so?
Just simply because like when you hear about Chandler and their history and everything like that, I thought that they was gonna come out and like just annihilate. And don't mind you, they beat that team. They beat them.
Bad.
They beat them back, and it was electric. But I was expecting more out of them. You know what I'm saying? They had
I
all the
feel you.
fans and
I
everything.
feel
I was
you.
just expecting more. It was kind of number five was their best player on the team. Number five, the running back
Mm-hmm.
that's going to
Mm-hmm.
Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, I just thought that they kind of was overrated. Like I honestly don't think that they're gonna be in the state championship.
That's a tough one. Just simply because every year every team is different.
Yeah.
So I don't really know who to say for my overrated team was because, like I said, every team is different, and sometimes, or that Chandler game was in the beginning of the season, so
Yeah.
I can't really say who was the overrated or if they were overrated because it still was the beginning of the season, and the team that who they was playing, they was winning, and it
Mm.
wasn't like it was a close game and
Yeah.
they was down a lot or they wasn't executing. They were executing like crazy, which made them that kind of like you said with Horizon technically sound.
Yeah.
So I don't know. We're gonna put a question mark on that one on Coach
And
Sean's
look,
game.
no, matter of fact, I'm gonna come with this one too. I'm gonna come with this one too. Because just like everything he said was valid. You feel me? Everything he said was valid. I just felt like I expected more out of the game, I should say. But no, to be 100% honest, okay. So I give Chandler the most overrated team, but
Okay.
for a fact, Saguaro.
Yeah. Coach Sean's
Saguaro's
wasn't at
game.
that game. Coach Sean's wasn't at that
Saguaro
game.
was overrated to me. Like, and they beat Mountain View. You feel me? They beat Mountain View. But just like I said, I was expecting so much more because they was in the
Yeah.
state championship game against Basher last
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. They
So I
was.
was expecting a lot more out of them that I just didn't get from them. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like
Okay.
I just didn't get it from them. So I'll say Saguaro and Chandler
All right. All
was
right.
definitely my two that was most overrated.
All right.
Most
What we
overrated.
got next?
Next up, we got most surprised. The game or team
Mm.
that you thought was surprising,
Mm.
or you didn't really have any expectations, but you had like, I wonder.
Okay, so I'll go with since Perry was my what did I give Perry?
Underrated.
Underrated. They were my most surprised, but I'll give the most surprising game was the Camelback and Chavez game.
Oh yeah, I
I'll
remember
give
that.
that one. That one was a close one, and it went down to the wire. A very low scoring game, mostly defensive game.
Yeah,
Um, it surprised me. I thought I ain't gonna lie. I think our favorites was Camelback in that game.
yeah.
Cesar Chavez, us being from the west side of Phoenix, we know about Cesar Chavez and their sports. So me, I'm thinking that Cesar Chavez is really gonna be a solid team, and with us having ties to Camelback, I'm like, I know they a solid team.
No,
So I
facts,
guess it
facts.
was kind of like a solid game overall, but I thought it was going to be more high scoring, more electric, more numbers on the board. So I give that game as my most surprising game.
Yeah, and at that game, just like Coach said too, we do got kind of ties into the kids over there and the coaching
Hmm.
staff over there. The coach over
Hmm.
there used to coach me back in high school, but like 4 or 5 of the kids, not only did they try out for Datpart Football Club, but like 4 of them actually played for Datpart Elite last year.
Yep.
So the quarterback, Rocco Mortensen, was there.
Yep.
Breon was on our team last
Yep.
year, and
Big
Tally
Tally was on
Diggs
there.
went to North.
Oh,
Diggs went to North.
Right.
But Tally Mafu,
Yep. Shout out,
Rocco
man. Shout
Mortson,
out. Shout out.
and Breon, they was on our team. And then the other guys who tried out, they played for a different team. So, they
Right.
they don't really, we ain't gonna really give too much of that. But my most surprised team that we seen this season had to be the Highland Hawks. Now we seen Highland play Williamsfield,
Yeah.
and it was surprising too at Williamsfield, but I didn't have too many expectations from them. But Highland for sure,
That's
Highland
true.
for sure, simply because right. So I forgot that Highland was a state championship last year. They won a state championship last year.
Yep, sure
So when
did.
we went to go watch them, the reason why we initially went to the Williamsfield Highland game is because a couple of the kids that played for Williamsfield, I helped out with the Arizona Dolphins coach when they were freshmen. So it was Buckles, and then Dion, and then Jay Forrest. He was a safety,
JD.
number 21. No, JD ended up playing for Higley.
Oh, he did play for Higley.
Yeah, JD ended up playing for Higley. But those guys I helped out with Coach Drago. Shout out Coach Drago, because Coach Drago helped me understand what it was. That's how we came with that part of leading the 7 series. Shout out Coach Drago and the Arizona Dolphins. You know what I'm saying? It's always love there. But I was surprised with Highland. Like, remember when we was there, when you came, because I got there a little earlier than Coach Shines did.
Yeah.
But when I seen these dudes run on the field, I was like, yo, they whole team was 6'3" and above. Like, and they quarterback was like 6'5".
Yeah, no, their quarterback was elite. I'm not gonna lie. We'll get into that later though.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But they tight ends, receivers, everything. They offensive line was all big. Yeah. So I give it to Highland. That was my most surprised team.
I agree with you.
Next up we got the best uni combo.
I want to say Horizon with the whites.
With the whites and the green,
white, green, and gold, because it wasn't nice. It was because they're away uniforms. It wasn't like snowflake white.
Yeah,
it was like an off-white, creamish kind of.
Shout out Virgil.
Yeah. So I give the best uni combo to Horizon.
Okay, so Horizon. Look, I'm gonna go like this. They may get 2 from me on this thing. The best uni combo for me was Saguaro.
I didn't see Saguaro.
Hey,
I probably would have said Saguaro too, but I didn't see Saguaro.
Hey, and I ain't gonna hold you. I may be a little biased.
Yeah, definitely.
Because Saguaro, that black look, I got that gold on my chest.
Now.
You know what I'm saying? That black and gold. Because Coach Stokes and Coach Shines, we both graduated from Maryville High School.
Yes, sir.
And black and gold is always bold.
Come on now.
So that black and gold combo to me is always gonna catch a W if it come up to me.
It's really in the blood. I ain't gonna go against you.
It's like that. I gotta go with Saguaro. Next up, we got the most electric team. The most electric team. Ooh, that's ooh.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
That's tough. Go ahead. I know. Liberty Lions.
That's who I was gonna say.
Liberty Lions.
was gonna say Liberty for sure.
we seen Liberty play Shaq.
Mm-hmm.
Boy, when I tell you, y'all go on our page right now, the YouTube page, and watch those highlights.
Watch the first play.
Watch the first.
Watch the
first three plays of the game.
Plays.
Listen, the score was what, like 21-0 with 4 minutes gone.
In the first quarter.
In the first quarter. It was like 4 minutes. The score was like 21-0.
Most electric.
Hey.
That's giving it to Liberty.
Hey, Liberty even though, like that.
Even though like we said, we seen them play Chaparral. Chaparral may have not been the best team for us to go watch it with Liberty.
Yeah, no.
But Liberty definitely was executing and electric. Like he said, first play, boom. Second play, long run. Third play, boom. And, Coach Stokes and Coach Sean's got the sideline view. So go watch that on YouTube. Yeah. You're going to see the sideline view coming right at you. Touchdowns, all of that. Big hits, interceptions, all of that. Make sure you check it out. Go watch it.
Touchdowns this close.
Man.
Hey, and shout out JDX, man.
Yes, sir.
JDX plays safety for the Liberty Lions, and he also played safety with Datpart Elite last season. Mm-hmm. All right, so that right there was probably the most electric team that we seen, because just like Coach said, even though they played Shaq and Shaq didn't really put up a contender, they was doing this to everybody.
Yeah.
They did it to everybody. I think they lost once. I want to say they lost once to a team out in California, but every team in Arizona, they was getting down on. They was handling their business. Now, next we're gonna talk about the best QB, the best QB we seen. And Coach didn't go to a couple of games.
I didn't,
but he did go to some games. And based off the games you've seen, who you thought had the best QB?
I'm gonna say it's tied. All right, I'm gonna say it's tied between the Highland QB. He was definitely I liked everything about him, mechanics, his visuals on there, he was making the right reads. I like that. And then I'm gonna go with our boy Rocco.
Oh yeah, Rocco.
Rocco definitely a solid quarterback.
Rocco
definitely a solid quarterback. So I'm gonna give both of them. They co-tied with the best quarterback in the league.
And with Coach, that's the thing. Coach even said that how that game went. It was a close game. It was like 6-8 at the end. And Rocco, even though he couldn't extend his arm, he still ended up with over 1,000 passing yards this season. He still hit over that 1K. Man. So shout out Rocco for that. My best QB. Oh, and that Highland QB, just like he said, boy, he was elite.
No, for sure.
Like straight like that. Sure. Like, hey, and if Highland don't got a QB, he need to come over here and vibe with us.
Hello.
Like straight like that. Like we can use QBs like that. And Charlie Levinus, we gotta give Charlie that. Yeah. Charlie and Rocco is biased. They automatically want some of the best QBs. Because even though Charlie, so we did Charlie play for Paradise Valley Trojans. You feel me? And their season, we recorded their season as 2. Hey, no, my dog Charlie went crazy that game, though.
No, for sure. And we also got to let it be known that Charlie didn't play the first half of the season.
Hey, and guess what? He still cracked over 1K.
Ooh, hey, shout out to Charlie, man. You going crazy.
Hey, Charlie had like 2 games where he was 450 passing yards. Yeah. Like he liked that. That part elite QB, elite, straight like that. So look, Charlie gonna have to get that one. Charlie gonna get that for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Charlie get that for sure. Coach already said the Highland one, but I'm gonna say one Coach wasn't there for. Desmond Williams over there at Basha. At Basha.
I wanted to show up to that game. I wanted to show up to that.
Hey, at Basha.
Yeah.
Hey, that man going to U of A at Basha.
Yeah.
Hey, he liked that for real. He liked that. So the Basha quarterback and Charlie Levinus is mine. You feel me? And then Rocco, and then the quarterback from Highland quarterback is Coach's. Next up, we got the best running backs that we didn't see.
Okay.
Best running backs. I'll go first on this one. The best running back that I seen this year out of all these games that we went to was Perry's running back.
Okay. I didn't think you were gonna say that, but Perry's running back.
Perry's running back. And Highland.
You want to say Highland running back over Chandler running back?
No, Highland. Dude was like 6'2".
Okay.
And he had like 3-4 tubs that game.
Okay.
He was a hog. I ain't seen a dude that big. Just like I said, they whole squad was 6'2". But I ain't seen a dude that big that can move like him.
That's true.
Highland quarterback and Perry, and
He
they
had
was
vision
big
too.
bodies, and they
He
had
had
vision.
vision too.
They had vision. It was big bodies. They were
Yeah.
big bodies. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
with them two. They're my two running backs right there.
I'm gonna say the Chandler running back. I'll give you a second one on the Highland running back, but the Chandler running back for sure. Likewise with the game competition, but he was toting that rock. You feel me? He was toting that rock the whole time.
That's
so,
a fact.
and I'll give it this, like the first play when we got into the stadium, he running for a touchdown, running through two people through the hole.
That's
very
a fact.
first play.
That's a fact.
And the whole game he was toting. So I'm gonna give it to him.
Hey, and I'd be surprised if them dudes that I named don't got scholarships, because boy, they was big bodies.
Facts.
and they was doing their thing. They
Facts.
was doing their thing. Next up, we got the best receiver. The best receiver we've seen this year.
Best receiver we've seen, or that I've seen. I don't know about if Coach Stokes will agree with me or not, but dealing with technique, dealing with ball control, dealing with routes, giving full efforts, not giving up on plays is going to go to number 3 from Chavez. Number 3, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
Number 3 from Chavez.
Hey, his last name's Stokes.
Yeah, Stokes from Chavez. Man. He was definitely nice. Elite. I'm talking about all the way to building habits, watching the ball all the way in to you tucking it, making moves, and then not giving up on the play even when you don't get the ball.
Yeah.
That's a big one right there. Because, a lot of kids nowadays, they think they don't get the ball and they just take the play off.
Yeah.
I didn't see him take one play off that game. So shout out to number 3. He getting the best receiver from Coach Chavez.
Okay, number 3. Coach got number 3. Let's see, because so look, this is another game you wasn't at, Coach. I'm gonna give my best receiver. I gotta have at least 2 receivers. I'm gonna give one of my best receivers to the wide receiver from Hamilton.
Okay.
The wide receiver from Hamilton, I think he was number 3.
Really?
I think he was number 3.
You got 2 number 3.
If it wasn't for that dude at Hamilton, because if y'all know that Bash at Hamilton game, it went to like triple overtime, 2 overtimes or 3 overtimes. Boy, if it wasn't for number 3 at Hamilton, I do not know his name. But y'all know him if you're watching this and you know these guys. Make sure you tag them in the comment section.
Triple overtime.
Number 3, boy, he was running them drag routes like Colorado State dudes was doing against Colorado. Boy, he was getting up out of there. He was getting up out of there. Yeah. And the other receiver I'm gonna have to give it to is it was Basher's wide receiver too. He
on
was
both sides?
Boy, on both sides.
I
in
wish
the
I could have been to that game, man.
Number 3 from Hamilton, and it wasn't number 5 because that's Desmond's number. Whatever receiver it was, if you watch the video, I cannot remember his number right now. But that dude from Basher was him. He was him. Him and the receiver from Hamilton, they both was. I give them my best receiver. Oh, and a runner-up. I gotta get a runner-up. I gotta give a runner-up because he reached over a stack too.
Who?
Alante Fleming.
Okay.
Alante Fleming.
Yeah. Paradise Valley.
Hey, man's hit over 1,000 receiving and he had double-digit touchdowns.
Hey, welcome to the 1K club.
Hey, 1K, the 1K.
Yeah.
Next up,
what we got next, Coach?
Best DB.
All right, best DB. It's kind of tied. I don't remember the number, but the Liberty safety. He caught I think 2 interceptions actually that game.
Was it number 10?
It might have been number 10. He's kind of tall, dude. So that one from Liberty, and then number 2 from Chandler.
Oh, the dude with the pick 6.
Yeah. He had the gun on the safety.
Hey, no cap.
Yeah.
No cap.
He was definitely like that.
Hey, dude from Chandler, number 2.
Definitely
he was definitely. Was he number 2 or number 10? No, he was number 2. He was number 2.
Yeah.
He was like that. Hey, that corner was like that. He was like that. He was. Hey, that DB was like that. I'm gonna have to go ahead and I'm gonna have to ride with. No. The Saguaro corner. The Saguaro DB. Coach wasn't there. Number 2. Number 2. He got dreads. Number 2 from Saguaro. We gonna give it to Chandler and that number 2 dude. Them was the best corners that we didn't visualize this whole thing.
Yeah.
You know their name. Like I said, if you know any of these people's name, go ahead and tag them down below.
Definitely.
Best kicker.
Liberty, hands down.
Liberty,
hands down. he kicking it into the touchdown, in the deep in the touchdown on the kickoffs every time.
Horizon.
Horizon was
Hey,
booting that mug.
Horizon kicker. I
Horizon kicker was
heard through the
booting that mug.
grapevine he going to ASU. I don't know,
Okay.
but dude would punt the ball, and that mug 5 second hang time.
Ooh. Okay.
That mug was up on that Jordan from the free throw. He was up there like that. The best kicker. I'm gonna have to give it to Horizon, and
Okay.
Liberty dude was
And
cool
Liberty
too.
dude. And
Liberty dude was
for
cool
sure.
too.
For sure.
Let's see. So we got the best receiver, running back, quarterback, kicker.
Let's not forget about the trenches. Let's not
Oh
forget about the trenches.
yeah.
Let's go to the trenches before we move on.
So the best offensive line you seen, the best offensive
Highland.
line, Highland.
Hey,
Easy.
Highland easy.
They was like that.
Highland easy.
I don't even think dude got sacked one time.
I don't think so, Coach.
I don't think he got sacked one time. Hey, Highland, y'all got that offensive line.
Yeah,
y'all got that running back, quarterback, tight end. Hey, Highland.
Highland for sure.
Highland was doing their thing, and Highland. And look, you want to know what's crazy? Is Highland actually beat my overall best team I think I seen.
Really?
We're gonna get to that though. So let's go.
Hold on. Defense.
D-line.
There's a D end, and Coach, you're gonna have to help me out with this. I don't remember the team. It was number 5. Big dude wasn't playing no games the whole game.
He was number 5.
He was number 5. I'm trying to think.
Was it the Perry DN? Because they had 2 DNs that was going crazy.
I think it was that game. Hey, they both had. Yep. Hey, that's what I'm saying, man.
Perry D-line
the sleeper team was Perry to me.
Perry
I didn't know.
I
didn't know Perry was like that. Look, what Shaq say? I apologize for sleeping on your game.
Hey,
Perry.
no cap.
I was unaware with your game, Perry.
Now look.
Hey, now I'm aware.
To add on to what Coach saying, even though I knew somewhat about Perry, I didn't know they was as good as they was though. Yeah. So I guess I gotta agree with that sleeper too. Yeah. Because I knew some about them, but I didn't know they was what they was. They definitely was. When I actually seen them in person, they quarterback 6'5".
They definitely was.
Like running backs, DBs, they whole defense was solid. I vibed with that. So yeah, that's solid. That's solid right there. I would say there is another team that had a good defense, but them for sure. They was good for sure.
That duo was crazy.
Yeah, so look, this is the last one this is the last thing we doing right here.
What we got, Coach Stokes?
Who was the overall best team that we viewed this whole season? That you think?
Overall best team is gonna have to go to Liberty.
All right, so let's do this. Overall best team and overall best game. Let's put that in one. Overall best team and best game. Them 2 separate ratings right there. But Coach gonna say his both, and then I'll say my both.
I'll say I'm gonna have to say the that's a tough one.
Because Liberty was electric, just like you said, but they played Shaq.
Yeah, it wasn't that great of a competition.
Yeah.
You have to go first, Coach. You have to go first.
My best game and best team. I'm gonna have to go with Basha. I'm gonna have to go with Basha. Like, and I ain't gonna lie. It was if y'all watched the game that I recorded, even if you didn't watch the game, you heard about the game. That mug went to double or triple overtime.
I did hear that.
And that boy Desmond,
I did hear that.
That boy put that backpack on and had that. He put the team on his back. Yeah. That man's first play of the overtime, scramble, touchdown. Second overtime, first play they got on offense, touchdown. Last touchdown, like they was not playing. I'm gonna have to give the best team overall. Well, hold on now. The best overall team, I'm gonna have to go with Liberty.
Yeah.
From what I seen,
it's tough to put those 2 categories in the same thing, though.
It's hard.
That's why I was just saying, Liberty best team, best game might have to go with Perry though.
Okay. So I'll go Liberty's the best team that I seen because I love their offense and I loved how they played. But the best game was Hamilton and Basha.
Yeah. And I apologize for not being there, but triple overtime, that has to get the best game.
Yeah.
That has to get the best game.
And if
Hands
you
down.
seen it, you would have known how that game was special. You would have known why that game is special.
Yeah.
Oh, so I just thought about this too. Who do you think gonna win the state championship?
Different divisions, you know.
Different divisions.
I definitely got Liberty. I didn't see what they did last week.
They won.
Okay.
They won. Cool. They beat Centennial.
I'm gonna have to go to Liberty. I don't know if I don't know where Bash is at. I didn't see that game. I do know that last year Basher was tearing up the state, so
they did win it too,
and they won it. So those two teams, if they in different divisions, I'm gonna say those two teams.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with you on that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. I think if Liberty is in their own division, like that division that it was last year, I think Liberty will take it. Mm-hmm. I think in that 6A division, I think Highland will go ahead and take that one because you know it's 6A South, all that type joint.
Right.
And I think Bash are gonna take theirs.
Mm-hmm.
I think Bash is gonna take theirs. I think out of that 4A division, I think Horizon might get up there.
Horizon solid.
Because as I was looking at the brackets, Horizon, and they play a team they already beat.
Okay, yeah.
They play a team. And so look, remember when I said one of the best teams, right? And I said Bash at first, Highland beat Basha.
Really?
They beat them by 1 point.
Ooh, overtime. That's a tough game.
That was a tough game.
Hey, any given
Friday.
Any given Friday. The high school league.
So I think Liberty gonna win theirs. If Highland is in a different one, I think Highland will win. If Bash is in a different one, I think Bash will win. Mm-hmm. And Horizon in the 4A, I think Horizon's gonna win that one for sure.
I like that.
Now, if Highland and Bash is in the same one,
who's gonna come out? It's gonna be a good game.
That's a good game. If Liberty and Bash are in the same one,
that'll probably be the best championship game right there.
Ooh,
probably be the best championship game.
I ain't gonna lie. If Liberty and Basha went to the state championship game,
what's your predictions on the final score and who winning?
I'm gonna have to go with Basha.
Ooh, what's the score?
I can't even tell you the score.
I
can't even tell you the score. But the reason why I gotta go with Basha is because even though I like Liberty and they was electric, their defense got some shorties over there.
That is true. That might be their downfall.
Against a squad that's as fast
solid,
as
fast, hit, technically sound.
That might be their downfall.
Yeah, if they match up head to head, that probably will be.
They got some, and they got some little dudes.
I can't even attest to you go against you on that just because I didn't see Basha play.
Yeah, they got some dudes. They got some dudes. So yeah, I think that's it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's who I think. Coach gave his perspective.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell them, Coach?
No, it was a great season. I'm glad me and Coach Stokes got to see all the kids and all the games that we did get to see. Next year will be a great season as well. Coach Stokes and Coach Sean is going to be out there every Friday next year.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, I appreciate all the people who recognized me when we was out here, who knows about Datpart Football Club. I appreciate all the new people who gonna know about Datpart Football Club. Just like he said, next season we're gonna be recording and vlogging games as well. It'll probably we getting better every year.
Come on now.
So the equipment gonna be better, the vocals gonna be better, everything gonna be better with the edits. Y'all stay tuned to that. The 7th season is coming up. Datpart Football Club as a whole, we coming, boy.
Y'all better watch out.
Hey, we coming, boy. So look, if y'all tired of being on them teams where the coaches don't let you play,
come on, man.
And every week you gotta go ahead and pay.
Come on, man.
And then at the end of the day, you in AZ and that's where you stay.
Hello.
Come on over to Datpart Football Club.
Come on now.
Yeah, cause we in state, we out of state, we here, we there. Our jersey combos is the best. Our unis is the best.
Our coach is the best.
We got the best quarterbacks.
Come on, man.
You dig? And we gonna have the best squad this upcoming season. Mark my words. If you want to be a part of a brotherhood, a part of a family, come on, vibe with us. Contact us on our Instagram, Datpart_football club. Go ahead and lock in with us, man. We do trainings. We do all of that.
Yes, sir.
We appreciate y'all for being here with us.
Yes, sir.
We signing off this mug. Elite.